doing?
A lot of work and have to prepare my midterms and
Okay. So you have midterms this week.
yeah.
Oh, okay. What about yours? How was your weekend?
Work.
Work? What kind of work? Like school work or like real work? School work.
Real.
Real work. So do you have a job? Okay. Interesting. And how was your weekend?
Last Friday, I was renew my passport.
Oh, is that difficult here in Taipei? I mean, it takes a long time, or it's just.
Yeah, I have to go to the Taipei. There's a place for applying for passport,
Mhm.
and there's so many people there. So
Also, you have to
I'm
queue.
waiting for
Queue in line. For how long did you have to wait?
I wait for 2 hours.
Oh, that's a lot of time for a passport. Jin, what about your weekend?
Great, I go to Taipei.
You went to Taipei.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I go to the exhibition.
What kind of exhibition?
For the Digimon.
Oh, okay.
And actually, and then I also go to the about education technology. Yeah.
Okay. Something related to education technology. Very good. Hello, girls. We're talking about the weekend, what we did in the weekend, just to start warming our engines, because today we're going to be doing a lot of talking. You have to remember last class, for the ones that were here, I told you that we're going to be doing storytelling today. So we're going to put those brains to work and function today to create stories and then tell those stories to the class. How are we going to do that? Let me show you. In the meantime, we can keep talking about our weekends. How was your weekend, Rosalia? What did you do during the weekend?
Oh, my weekends is hard hard.
Okay, you were working the whole weekend.
Yes, for study
Okay.
and prepares homework, my master's program.
Yeah, master's degrees and PhD degrees tends to be a little bit, the workload is kind of heavy, so you have to be working a lot, right? You're a master's student, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different than in bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degree, you have more intensity in terms of how many hours you have to be at school doing stuff. But when you take graduate programs, it's probably less hours at school, but more hours working outside school, right? Yeah. So just in case that you didn't know, what does that entail? Yuli, what did you do on your weekend?
Do my homework
Just homework.
with my boyfriend to walk. And that's it.
When did you go?
Market Street.
Market.
You mean like the night market to eat food, or just Market Street?
Yeah.
Here. Nothing's coming out. That's weird. Just be. Angel, what about your weekend? Can't hear you. It's really. Okay, what did you do? You watch movies with your friend. Good. What kind of movies? Was it like a comedy movie, an action movie, a romantic movie? What kind of movie was? I mean, you don't have to tell me the whole movie, just the genre of the movie, like, romantic movies, comedy movies, action movies. What kind of movies do you like the most, Jimmy?
Action.
Action movies. What was the last action movie that you watched? You remember? People don't go to cinemas anymore. Last time that I went to the cinema, probably was like 2 or 3 months ago. It was empty. I remember like 20 years ago, people go to cinema, but not anymore. What do you think is that? What do you think is that?
I mean, people 20 years old, they go to a movie theater, go to see a movie, right? But now they see movie at home.
Well, but
Your question is that is
yeah, but the 20 years ago, people still watch movie at home, but still they go to the cinema too.
okay.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons people watch it at home because now there are so many of those streaming services like
Yeah.
Netflix and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's very easy just to find the movie on your screen on TV, and then you don't have to go all the way to the cinema. I think something's wrong with the projector. I can't make it work.
It's closed.
It says standby.
Stand by.
Sure. So you are told again. You can press the on and on button here. Now it's green.
Okay,
So the light seems to be on. This is a problem for us today because I need to show you something in order for you to do the activity today. Unless we do that. Okay, let's just work with what we have. Everybody bring your phones here and take a picture of my screen, okay? Otherwise we are not going to be able to do the activities today. Come, you see. Yeah, bring your phones. Take a picture of this screen that I'm going to put here. Take a good picture, then you can take all the details on the image and everything. Okay, so everybody has a picture. Now I need you to pair. Look for somebody to work together, okay? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So one can work alone, but the other one needs to work in pairs. Okay, pair up. After you pair up, I'm going to ask you to take a look at the picture that you have on your phone. Okay, so what did you see there? Rosalia, tell me like a very brief description of what you see on the picture.
And I think there's on this picture, they tell me about some kids that they are going out to camping
Okay.
and fishing, and two kids is make up the tent, and the one kid is fishing, and the one kid is prepared lunch or breakfast food.
Okay, good. So Rosalia, what she did basically was describing the picture. She's telling me the elements in the picture. She's telling me there's four, you say kids, 4 kids there, and 2 of them are doing something, 1 of them is doing another thing, 1 of them are doing. Okay, so that's what we call a description. When you do a storytelling, you have to tell me what is going on in terms of a story, and who are these 4 What are they doing that? Where are they doing that? So those are the elements that you have to tell me when you tell a story, okay? Rosalia did a great job in describing the picture, but the activity today is not about description, it's about storytelling, okay? So let's give you an example. I can say that, first of all, I can give them names to these characters. I can say Bob and Matt. They are friends and they are pitching the tent. Okay, that's a very brief description, but I can go a little bit farther. I can say Bob and Matt are together pitching the red tent in the back of the camp. You see, I add some descriptions, I even add some colors. Red tent in the back of the camp, so I'm giving you more details, and in that way, you start like putting all the things together that sounds like a story. I can even tell the reason why they're there. I can say these four friends decided to go for a camping trip on the weekend. Okay, I'm giving you a reason, I'm giving you the activity that they're doing. And then I can start describing, using the picture to describe elements of the story. Now, for some of you, this is going to be very easy because, it's just a group of guys doing things, but you need to pay attention to details that you see on the picture in order to give me a compelling story. That's why I'm asking you to work together in pairs, because two sets of eyes are better than just one set of eyes, okay? So, you two are gonna be working together, right? Okay, so you two girls work together, and how was with, how was your name again?
Tony?
Tony, and then Ada, and Jean, and Angel. Okay, you three were together, right? Yeah. Until somebody else come out, then we can split the group. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. I will give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes to take a look at your picture and try to take as many elements from there to tell me what is going on there. Remember, I give you an example. You can give the names. You can use colors to describe things, okay? You can even use other senses, but we're gonna get to that later. Now, just try to use your 10 minutes to tell me a story out of this picture, okay? Alright, good. I will put the timer on 10 minutes and then I will let you know when the time is run out, okay? Everybody get to work. 10 minutes.
So this one is fishing, and the other two guys they try to set up the tent. And this guy is for this guy is trying to make fire because he wants to cook for everyone. What do you think?
Yes, I think there are 4 kids are camping in the forest near beside the river. So a kid with a hat is wearing a hat. He's fishing while a frog is watching him, and his 2 other friends is setting up the tent, a red tent. And the last person, I think he is cooking, just cooking maybe cooking rice because he's normally prepare the soup, waiting his friend for the fish.
For the fish,
Yes, after he get the fish, he will cook it. I think so.
He's just waiting for him to catch the
Maybe,
fish.
or maybe he just cooking rice.
Do you have a camping experience?
No, never.
Me neither. I don't have a camping experience.
So,
Do you think it's easy or difficult to camping outside?
I don't think it's hard, but it's not easy for many people to do that because camping is not a comfortable thing to do for many people. Yes, it's not comfort as home. You have to sleep on the hard floor. Yes, and maybe at night it will be cold.
But if you can carry the sleeping bag, so it will be easy to sleep outside if you have sleeping bag. But there's a mosquito outside.
But sleeping bag also is still hard. You still have to sleep on the hard floor or it's not the bait.
And in the summertime, the mosquito is very serious outside, so it's not good sitting outside during the summertime.
Actually, the team now is quite advanced. There has
David.
what they call is prevent the mosquito to come inside.
Mark,
Yes.
David, and the next one, these guys.
And there is also the mosquito resistant lotion. Yes, so you can use that.
So do you know how to get the drinking water?
The drinking water.
Yeah, if you try to camping outside, how do they prepare the drinking water? If you finish all the water, how can they get the drinking water?
I think there are two ways. First is prepare the water from home. And the second way is to use
There's the equipment to purify the water, right?
yes, purify the water. You use the river water and purify it. Yes, there is a purifying tools as small like bottle.
Yeah, then you have to boil the water, otherwise it will be it's not good for the body, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Yes, there is water filter.
Water filter,
Yes,
yeah.
and we boil.
Yeah, they go to camping and they
Actually,
do activity.
some river. It's what we call river.
So they're just
The canal.
help each other to make the activity more
So in Thailand, it's popular for people to go camping outside.
It's not that popular, but many people do
So
camping.
someone is fishing,
Yes.
someone
But
build up the
I think few people
and
do that
this is
because
looking
I
nice.
think
I don't know. Or
the weather in Thailand is just too hot, and many people don't want to do it.
It's like
Most people will be camping on the hill.
yeah, put it in a pot.
The weather is more nice, more cold.
If it's not, I don't think that's
Camping on
serious.
in the mountain is a good idea,
It
right?
sucks.
Because in the city it's too hot, but
I think it's
on the
make
mountain
some
the weather can be
we want to
Yes.
cooler. So
Yes, and there is a big
So
a big issue for many people is that about the toilet. In the mountain there is no toilet.
season.
You have to the danger is no toilet.
so he's preparing to cook after he get the fish, but
Yes.
how to clean the fish, because if you just catch up from the river,
4 minutes.
maybe the fish is a little bit dirty. There's some because it's just the fish is just catch from the river, so maybe the fish is a little bit dirty. So you have to clean it. Then you have to pull out the everything. I don't know how to say.
It's a one
The scale.
Yeah, the scales, fish bone. You have to clean the fish bone and everything.
they try very
They can just make
very hard.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I think raw fish. If you use raw fish, there's
Good.
probably have food poisoning.
There will be parasites in the fish, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we
It's
can
not.
just
It's not
so we
clean.
need to cook it first. We have to cook it first. That's why this guy is boiling the water. Ready to cook.
Maybe
Ready to cook.
mountain, some mountain, and yeah.
Maybe if they cannot get the fish, they will just catch the frog. The frog. There
Yeah.
to cook.
American
But-
Paul, David,
I don't know. A frog is there are so many.
is looking at him. I don't like frog. I don't like. I really hate frog. It's so weird.
You hate frogs.
Oh, there's so many
Okay,
bacteria.
what?
Goofy.
Oh really?
There's
I don't
many
know.
bacteria in the
It's
frog.
fruit.
You know?
It's UK food.
Bacteria.
We can just cook it.
UK
Fruit. I mean, the frogs.
A frog.
There's
You can cook them.
parasites
But I
everywhere.
don't like to eat that. It's so yuck.
Really?
Parasite will die.
I eat that before, but
Have you tried
it
frog
like
before?
chicken.
Okay, they like chicken, but
Have
you
you,
don't- you
eaten,
don't
have you
like
ever eaten frog before?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
How does it taste like?
It's like chicken.
Really?
Yes, it's similar to chicken.
Oh, so it's a frog is the commendation.
Prince one.
Not that common, but
Yeah, he wanna kiss the boy.
in common in Thai is a restaurant.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Thai is the
the frog.
Non-
Yeah, it smells the
Northeast
very weird
Thailand,
way.
northeast part of
Maybe
Thailand.
he want to.
We call it
He want to
Isan,
kiss, right?
and it's common there. Maybe common in other areas. In only some restaurant.
Yeah. But the boy cooked David, but he's very focused on fishing. But so he didn't notice the frog. Maybe
What
yeah,
else we
maybe
can talk about?
next the frog will
His image on his face.
Okay, for the attendance, please sign up your name on it, okay? Before I ask you to do like a check mark, what I just were told that students need to sign up on the little stage. Sign up. Your name.
Sorry, I can't remember your name.
Oh, my name is Anha.
Bill,
Anha. My name is Anha.
It's
Anha.
Yeah.
And how? It's Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up.
English name.
Let's see what the group has done so far. Let's start with Anhao. Stick. Anhao. Come on over.
You are Tony, right?
Come on, you guys first. I know Anhao, you too. Come on.
First? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what you have. Everybody has the pictures on your phone, so you can look at the picture when the things are like telling you the story, and maybe you can follow up in that way. Okay? Let's do it. Let's see what you have for us.
So there's a one guy. He tried to fishing. He wants to get the fish, and the other guy is prepare the fire. After his friend get fish, he's ready to cook.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, right here. So these are summer vacation for kids during the holiday. So these four kids, one kid is fishing, and his friend is preparing boiling the water, waiting for the fish so he can get ready to cook.
Okay.
And they have a plan. If his friend not get the fish, he will with the frog instead.
What about the two guys in the back? Because you just repeat what he's saying.
Yeah. Another two guy, they are setting up the tent. Yes, and the guy wearing the yellow shirt, he is sweating. Maybe the weather is very hot now. Yeah, and the other guy is helping him. Yeah.
Okay, so important things that we have just here in this story. Something about the weather. He mentioned something about being hot. Why give that impression to him? Because two of the guys seems to be sweating, right?
Yeah.
So this is another thing that I want you to pay attention to, little details in the picture. It seems to be like it's daytime. Yeah, it is. But now because we're seeing the guys that are sweating, we can assume that it is hot, right? Because they are sweating. Also, that can indicate that the task of putting on the tent is kind of hard or difficult. They're sweating because they have been doing it for a long time and they kind of figured out how to do it, right? Okay. Colors are the first thing that we use when you describe and when you tell stories. Imagine that you are reading a story to somebody. I mean, it's easier right now because I can give you a picture to work with. But when you read a story from a storybook for children, you have the picture, but you also have the words there to read them, right? So imagine this exercise as you telling a story to somebody. Imagine that I'm a blind child. I cannot see. Okay? I cannot see. So you cannot show me the picture, so you have to tell me what is this picture in much detail that you can tell me. And when I say details, I'm talking about colors, I'm talking about smells, I'm talking about textures, I'm talking about everything, okay? But we're gonna get there eventually. Okay, good. Yeah, you did great. You can sit down. Let's move on to here, Team Lily. Come on.
Okay, in the school activity, there are 4 junior high school students.
Uh-huh.
The student in yellow is one, and he and the student in green and white strip is Paul, and both of them are build a tent in the back of the river. And
Okay, so the person is cooking. It's like cooking. I think he's he wants to make a soup, and I call him Bill. Bill maybe want to add some salt in the soup. You want to give the soup some seasoning, yeah, to make the soup to have more flavor.
Okay.
Bill is in front of a blue pot, and he's eating something inside the pot. The pot looks like have some water inside, and he is holding a green thing that maybe is salt and put some salt for seasoning.
Okay, the last one. We think it is the most important in the picture.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, the last one is a boy speech, right? So we call boy is David.
What did you do? Tell me. What did you press? This one. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I feel like an idiot now. That's just anyway. Now we have the picture here. Okay. Good. So you're
Okay.
telling us about this guy, right?
Okay, the guy is David. Okay, he's speaking right, and we noticed the frog is looking at him and used a very weird smile. So maybe maybe the frog wants to kiss the boy because he's a prince frog.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, like the story, like the frog, there's a prince that turns into a
Yeah.
frog. But he needs to kill like a
So it is
beautiful.
very strange.
Okay, good. I mean, just a good interpretation. You can make like they did. Probably the story can be about the frog, not about the 4 guys, right? They were just happen to be there, but the story is actually about the frog looking for the princess to kiss or the prince to kiss or whatever, right? Okay, good. Things that you included now, you mentioned names, which is important when you're telling a story, because when you just talk about somebody without naming or giving any kind of like description names in particular, you detach the character from the story. If you notice, most of the storytellings, they mention the name, at least of the main character of the story, right? So good that. Also, you mentioned the river. Yeah, the river is an important element in this picture because it's necessary for the whole action of fishing, also determines the whole environment in which they are, right? So they are camping. Where are they camping? They're camping by the river, okay? So, good in details. Good job. Alright, let's go with Rosalia and Junie. I see you were like writing stories. That's a good way to put it too. When you are creating your own stories, you can just write it down just to keep like some kind of script in what you want to say, okay? Alright, go ahead.
Hello everyone. I'm going to tell about this picture and a story. It's a sunny day. There were 4 kids going hiking, and they saw many beautiful flowers and singing and they can listening some birds sing and then this kid and he is in yellow t-shirt is daddy and
This is Bob, and this makes Steven, and this makes Tony.
Bob is in green white t-shirt, green white striped t-shirt, and Steven is in a cap, and Tony is in a vest. So and they went they went hiking and the last weekend, and then they pick one place to prepare to take a rest and want to make out the camp by river. And the land, Bob and
Debbie is
Bob and David here in the back, right?
help to work back up the camp, and Steven is fishing by the river, and a frog curious looking for Steven.
Okay. There's another frog here. Nobody has mentioned it.
Like a mosquito.
Actually, it doesn't look that much like a frog. I'm assuming that as a frog, but it could be something. Anyway, anything else you want to add? Okay, so yes, they mentioned the names and the activities that they are doing. Something that I would like you to think about for the next part of these activities, like I want you to include other senses in the description. The visual part was when you say about colors, right? Then you can mention other things that related to other senses, like for example hearing. I think Rosalia said something about birds, like they can hear some birds chirping in the woods or whatever, right? That's a good way to put it too. You can also talk about things that you see in the picture. You see here the river. I bring the river back because it's an important element that you can use to describe things. You can say the river looks how? How does the river looks to you?
Clean.
Okay, that's a good way. The clean river, what else? Do you think this is cold? This is warm? Is this wild? Is this calm? How does it look like? Like a calm river, right? You can say the river today was calm and clean. And then you can connect that description with something important in the picture. Because of that, Jim, what's his name, Jim? Anyway, because of that, Jim can actually be able to try to fish or get some fish for the dinner. Okay, it's good that everybody describing things, but the important part about storytelling is you have to connect those descriptions together in order to make it sound a story, right? So why is he fishing? Because he wants to get food for him to cook for everybody else. Why he wants to cook? Because they went hiking and now they're setting up the tent because they are tired. You see, everything has to connect in order to make it sound a story, which is different than your description, okay? But you did great. You jump a little bit back and forth between the things, but you did a good effort there, okay? Good. So, last ones. You three guys, we're gonna do together, right? Come on. That is
Kevin.
Ken and Kevin.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she
He. It's okay. It's okay.
they take a good result in the midterm exam. So
Uh-huh.
their father Bob and the grandpa, Devon, told her to go to the camping
Okay.
as a result. Yeah.
So these two are younger. This is the grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. What else?
And she will choose the place with near the river
Mm-hmm.
for the camping place. Yeah.
In the picture, the dogs and the there are standing on the tent,
Mm-hmm.
and they look like on their face have some sweating.
Okay.
And
Okay, good. So he's smiling, so that's you're assuming that he thinks it's easier to do than he. Okay, good. Anything else?
And they were very hungry at night, but they couldn't catch any fish.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, Ken saw the frog and cut it. And his father cooked it. They thought it was delicious and had a wonderful night.
Okay, so they cooked the frog. Okay. Okay, so at least the frog was included in the story, and in a very significant way, which is it served as food for the four of them for the night. Okay, good. You say something that is important. You say finally. Why do you write down the word over here on the board? Because when you tell stories, also you need to create these connections, right? Like words that connect the events to one each other. For instance, you can start describing what he's doing, and then you jump to what they are doing. But you have to connect those ones with little words, prepositions like later on, or after that, or at the same time. You know, if you say here, oh, Jim was trying so hard to get fish from the river, and at the same time, Bob and Grandpa was trying to pitch up the tent in the back. You see, I just connected two actions together with one little preposition, right, at the same time. So it's very important that you use these words, especially when you're finishing the story. You say finally or at the end, then you complete your whole story. Okay? All right, good job. Excellent. Now we can move on to the next part of the story. Because it's the same one, but something happens. There you go. Okay, so this is the second part of the story. You just told me the first half. So this happens obviously after, like a few hours after the events of the first story. So now I'm going to give you again 10 minutes to tell me what is going on over here, okay? So you can take a picture or you can just use the images straight from the screen, okay? 10 minutes. Since everything went wrong, but what did actually went wrong? You will tell me, okay? 10 minutes.
so maybe 2 hours pass or
So after the
a strong storm come and they
so,
encounter bear attack in the center.
so after the bear is coming and the weather became very bad, and
How bad?
the wind blew out their tent. So the tent is broken.
Look at
So is it storm?
So
Yeah, there's a storm. The weather
maybe one is
storm or typhoon.
maybe the phrase hungry, one is the food.
And the wind blew out the tent, so the tent is broken. And
So they
Where is
maybe
the fishing.
So how about the two guys?
For the next one, let's just break down these. Jean, can you work here? What's your name again? Wendy and Jean work together, okay? And then you two work together. We have first.
Oh, And this guy, he broke his arm, so he's ill now because he broke his arm.
Mark and Paul.
And this guy, he broke his fishing equipment, so he cannot get the fish. So they're hungry and cold, and they're worried about the bear will attack them.
Yeah, okay, I think we can start about describing more about the weather, about the environment now, and then how it works. Yes, first I think we can describe about that. After then, one hour past, the storm suddenly. What do you say? The storm suddenly come, and it's a very big storm with rain, and when it caused every tree in the forest almost like broken, and the river from the calm river is become the aggressive river.
So before they go to camping, they thought the weather would be nice, but after the weather completely changed.
Yeah, we can just describe how the weather is now.
And their food is all gone, and you see there's a can there, and the food is disappear, and they don't have anything to eat.
Yeah.
And they don't have a drinking water now.
So 2 hours later, the student.
Oh, because the weather, so they cannot set the fires. So they're very cold and tired. And they also worry about the bear because the bear was angry.
Maybe I think we can just tell this a story. Yes, and first we can make a storyline. Like first describe the weather. Yes, how is the weather? How is the raining? How is the river come? How about the environment change? Then we can describe from the person one by one, right?
So
The person we can call it A, B, C, D. Yes.
yeah,
You
so
see, the bottom guy is A. How A become like this?
so we can talk about the weather
The
first.
story about the
So we can talk about the weather first, then describe, and after we can talk about the people.
Yes, we can talk about then we can talk about A. How I think we just only describe the net is broken. We can describe how before the story, before this happened, what it happened, right? Yes, like the A, we can describe it as why he fishing.
5 minutes.
So maybe I will say first.
The storm come while he's fishing, and then everything it caused his fish to go wild. Everything go wild, and the net was broken. Right. Yes.
Also, this is for fishing rod.
And you can see it has already lost the storm moving his head away, and he lost his head, right?
Oh, it's fail, right?
And the other guy, yes, his arm is broken, right? How can his arm broken?
Because
No. We don't tell expert because we can make a story that like the 1, 2, 3, what happened, right? Yeah, like one. Why he's cooking?
oh, I know, because he was ready to set the fire, but after the weather changed a lot, and he just fell down to the ground. So that's why his arm is broken.
And can you see his eyes? His eyes, around his eye. Okay, I think
because I think
when he fell down first, his head broken, and then his face
yeah,
straight to
yeah.
the ground, right?
So that's why his eyes also get hurt.
And the river is so dangerous.
So this is the problem.
And then he suddenly saw a bear, and he warned everyone that there is a bear.
He want to warn everyone there is a bear. So
Yes, now he already
everyone have to be careful.
Yeah, and ask everyone to escape or hide.
Does everybody stand up?
So the other two guys hide the broken thing.
So we have to we can talk about the weather first, and after we can talk about everyone what happened to them.
Yeah.
Okay. So after can we present first because I have a class at 2 p.m.
This one is A, B, C, and
Hey, can we talk first because I have a class at 2 p.m.
Use the tent to
Oh.
protect
they
them
have class.
from the rain.
Okay, let's start with this group. Go ahead. What happened after? Seems like a lot is going on in this one, right? So tell me a little bit about it.
These 4 guys before the camping, they thought the weather will be nice for the whole day. But after the weather changed a lot, there's a storm comes, and so everything's changed.
So everything changed. There are big storm, a big raining. It's called the river to get wild.
Yeah.
Yes, to get wild, and there are many fish jumping, trying to escape. Yeah, and the frog just jump back to the river.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and then it's caused the storm is so heavy. It's caused the tent broken, and maybe many tree also broken in the forest, and many animals go out,
Mm.
and eight guys, it's the storm coming when he was fishing. So the fish go out, it's caused the net broken.
You mean the fishing rod?
Yeah, the
fishing
fishing
rod.
rod. Yes, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
The fishing rod broken, and the storm blew his hand away. Yes, and he lost it.
This guy, he was prepared the fire, he was ready to cook. But after the weather changed, I think because he fell down the ground,
Mhm.
and he broke his arm, and also he hurt his eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to tell?
And then the big, I call this big guy. The big guy, suddenly he saw
Uh-huh.
a bear, and he warned everyone to hide or escape.
Oh, he wanted to warn everyone there's
Yeah.
a bear.
Yes, and he shouted, everyone escape. And so the other two guys, C and D, he just hide the broken tent.
Okay. They
Yeah.
don't. They look like they haven't noticed it.
Yeah. Maybe just
Okay. For this example, you have a lot of things to talk about, right? There's a lot going on. They did something very interesting, which is they correlate the first image with this one. They say after that, the weather changed, and then they connected the two slides together, which is something that you have to do. You have to remember the events in the first one, and then connect them to the second one. Okay? If we have more time, we can work more on this kind of activity because this requires a lot of attention to detail. For instance, here you can tell me I can ask questions on top of it. I can ask them, what happened to these guys? They look like they have something on their faces. What is that? And then you have to tell me, oh, they have these pimples.
Oh, I think it's a mosquito.
Yeah, probably mosquito bites in the middle of the night. Okay, I can also ask you what happened with all the food, why there's all the trash over here, but it's fine because we don't have enough time to go through questioning on top of these kind of descriptions. Okay, good. Good job. And well, we have the 10 minutes break. So after the break, we're going to continue with the rest of the team. Okay, 10 minutes break, and then everybody comes here and tell me what is the ending of our story.
Okay? Let's take
Hey, thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Yeah, very nice to work with you. Thank you.
Me too.
Sorry, I have.
No, right?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a class at 2 p.m. So
It's okay, it's
I have
okay.
to go.